to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level.
Using unparalleled research in the development of a synergistic formulation based around the key concepts of superoxygenation, the next level in cleansing is here. With key ingredients backed by real clinical studies, the new Oxy Powder, available through InfoWars Life, was invented during Dr. Group's research on the toxification of our bodies. Many herbal colon cleansers are harsh on the body and contain cheap and potentially dangerous ingredients, oftentimes full of synthetic fillers, GMOs, additives, or worse. Gently start cleaning your body with easy capsules that start working while you sleep. Oxy Powder does not require time off work, and there's no need for bad tasting concoctions. Instead, Oxy Powder slowly releases monoatomic oxygen into the intestinal tract and body. Experience the astonishing cleansing power of superoxide and ozonide technology. Go to InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com to get started with Oxy Powder, or call 1-888-253-3139.
What are you waiting for? You've heard what the proprietary Super Male Vitality formulation has done for others. Now it's time to experience the natural benefits for yourself. Pairing ancient herbal extraction techniques with revolutionary technological advances, Super Male Vitality offers the most powerful essence of 8 different ingredients, all individually blended into what makes this product such a unique and concentrated solution. Avoid alarming artificial additives and even hidden genetically modified ingredients that may be lurking in your medicine cabinet. Super Male Vitality is 100% vegan, gluten-free, made in the USA, and available today at InfoWarsLife.com while supplies last. Experience the benefits for yourself and for your family with Super Male Vitality. Available exclusively through InfoWarsLife.com today. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation, it's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
There's about 8 different major Ebola vaccines in the pipeline to be ready by next year. Bill and Melinda Gates are leading the pack with Monsanto. And isn't that perfect timing that they're letting Ebola patients in and letting people fly in from Africa? And now the CDC saying, quote, Dallas Ebola outbreak could widen. Gee, think so? And then whenever people have it, they won't even clean their house or stop their kids going to school. Oh, but when your kid's got a cold, they tell you don't come to school. But, you know, government does it. It's okay. So all I say is roll up your sleeves, take those vaccines. Because remember, the CDC said mercury's good for your child's brain. By the way, people won't believe that. We played it probably 400 times, but just cue up mercury's good for your brain. I'm going to play that in a minute. Again, I'm the conspiracy theorist. I actually have scientists on and point out it's the most deadly heavy metal to the brain. But here's that CBS News clip.
Mercury-containing vaccines may help, not harm kids, according to 2 new studies in the journal Pediatrics. There have been widespread concerns that mercury-based preservatives in vaccines might impair the neurological development of children. These new studies suggest that the opposite, that the preservatives may actually be associated with improved behavior and mental performance.
There you go. And, of course, now the authors of those studies have gone public at the CDC saying they were ordered to lie to everyone. Well, I don't need you to tell me it was a fraud. There are literally thousands of previous studies of what mercury does to a brain. I'm done. And they go, well, it's in tuna fish. Yeah, and you pass almost all that out. It's bound. Not injected right into the bloodstream of a newborn baby. Almost everyone with an autistic kid at 18 months, they get the 3rd round, the child stops running, it stops playing, the kid's potty trained, not anymore. They sit in the corner and they drool. But, oh, the government loves us. I know. And they're going to take care of all your pension funds and all your guns and everything. Don't worry. Good people are running things, everyone. Everything's going to be fine. Just do what you're told. Insider from FEMA Region 6. I'm in former Texas. That's in FEMA Region 6. What former state are you in, Insider?
I'm in former state Tex. I work for the regional agency in formerly known as San Antonio, Texas. One of my duties is public health emergency preparedness planning. The reason I know the Ebola outbreak is being conducted on purpose is it violates all protocols. I used to be involved in the Hurricane Katrina and Rita response of the evacuees. I also was involved in planning for smallpox outbreak in Bexar County. The proper response would be the National Guard would seal off Bexar County. Law enforcement and emergency services would redirect the population to all hospitals, churches, and other government agencies where they would be screened. If they were sick, they would be isolated at a former military base until the sickness had passed or they died. Everyone else would be forcibly vaccinated. There would be no exceptions and no travel in and out of Bexar County. So the fact that they're allowing people to travel into the United States and they are not locking down the city of Dallas tells me this is by design.
Well, yes, sir. I don't need to be an emergency manager like you to know that, because that's always been the default in the United States Department of Homeland Security, Federal Emergency Management Agency national program manuals. But people do tend to listen to experts. We'd love to get your perspective on this. What are your colleagues saying? It's always been default protocol. Don't let people with Ebola fly in. It's always been quarantine countries that have a major outbreak. That's what everybody else has done. It's always been don't bring Ebola patients into the U.S., treat them in third-party countries or on ships. Why do you think the defaults have been brought off, and what are your colleagues saying?
My colleagues are saying that the travel should have been ceased, that the outbreak should have been contained in Africa, through the military, through the United Nations, and whatever other agencies would help contain it. The fact that it's being allowed to travel to the United States is insane. The fact that the emergency operations have not been activated is insane. And this is on purpose and by design.
And I feel guilty every minute that I'm not up here freaking out more. I mean, I don't know what we do, though, when we have a criminal federal government that just, whatever's evil, you can guess they're going to do it. How are they going to get away with it when this starts, God forbid, spreading everywhere? How will they get away with opening it up to do this? I just don't understand it.
There are many competent people in the CDC, the military, and emergency management offices that need to blow the whistle. They're being ordered to stand down from the top.
Clearly, Rick Perry would score 1 billion political points and do the right thing if he'd have come out last Wednesday at that press conference 2 days after it was announced, a day and after it was announced, and said, ladies and gentlemen, the president needs to cease flights or at least put heavy screening in on West African flights inbound to the United States. None of that's done. Bobby Jindal finally yesterday came out, and on Friday came out and said exactly what I've been saying. Why is he the only one saying the default common sense thing?
I think there's a large amount of corruption. I think a large amount of government officials are either being blackmailed or are part of the system. They need to wake up.
I hear you. And I guess the American people have green-lighted the establishment doing over-the-top stuff like this because they never get in trouble. They never get in trouble for the bad stuff they do. And I'm fed up. I mean, nobody in my family better get this, because I have just, and all these kids getting sick and dying if they got vaccinated with these mystery respiratory illnesses. I mean, I have had enough. And the establishment needs to know we know who to blame here. Bare minimum, they stood down on purpose. It's incredible. Thank you for the call. So evil. So crazy. So out of control. Why? Why? Well, because we got a bunch of exterminists, genocidalists, eugenicists that run things. I mean, that's who they are. That's their club. Remember the ABC News headline 5 years ago? Super rich meet in secret to discuss how to reduce population. Bill and Melinda Gates, Ted Turner, Prince Charles, all of them. And they all got a bunch of kids and like have the biggest footprint you can imagine. They're a bunch of greedy elitists that think we're a bunch of dumb scum that deserve to die. And you know what? We act like dumb scum. They announce what they're going to do everywhere, and then we just say, oh, thank you. Let me buy my granny a teacup with the British family on it. I mean, come on, they're not even British. They're Transylvanian. The Indigo Kid in Colorado. What former state region is that under FEMA, I wonder? I forget. Is it 7 or 8 or something? Indigo Kid, you're on the air. Go ahead.
I actually talked to you and Robert Steele the other day. It's kind of funny I'm back on now, but I was going to say my dad is really waking up to this Ebola stuff. He's ahead of all this anti-biological attack stuff at the Air Force Academy. And so the yes men are waking up, but there's a lot of Hitler Youth Brigades within groups like Homeland Security, people my age, they're like 22, who get hired through the litmus testing and all that, who would be more than willing to go through with all this. And I think that's an issue, like Homeland Security knocking on your door saying, oh, this is just a quarantine drill. We're going to escort you to your local FEMA facility to just process you, and then you won't be allowed to leave. So I think the drills are really more of an issue. And with California saying they're going to take guns from potential threats, and MSNBC saying what they did about
That's right. They're using this as a smokescreen. They're moving on every front. This is the globalist offensive to take down our liberty, to set the precedent. There'll be more shoes to drop, more balloons to go up. Just we're entering a time of unprecedented insanity right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're entering a time of unprecedented, out of control insanity. Infowars.com, prisonplanet.com will continue to try to be at the very tip of the spear exposing this, because I just want to live in a free country. I just want to have a future. And everybody's gullibility and oh, it's a conspiracy theory to question government. Look where it's gotten us. You're supposed to question government. You're supposed to question corporations. You're supposed to not be trustful. You're supposed to be involved. George Washington said government is like fire, a dangerous servant and a fearful master. A candle can be real nice. It can also burn your house down. Well, our house is burning down right now. And all you government people and bureaucrats and corporate people that think you're invincible, you're sitting in this house, too. I know most of you know that. But, by the way, I should have had that whistleblower and emergency management. I mean, we already know the default says what he said, but it's just good to have the insiders saying it. Any insiders or not even whistleblowers, people that just want to give their comment as professionals. That's a loaded term, whistleblower. People go, oh, I don't want to get in trouble. No, I mean, the default is you don't do what they're currently doing. It's like putting screen doors on submarines, as I said earlier. Or, building a fire in the middle of your wooden floor at your house, not in the fireplace. I mean, this is a no-brainer. It's why, it's like Bobby Jindal said, the governor. He said they are defying logic right now. That's what globalism is defying logic, common sense. So, whistleblowers at Infowars.com, show tips at Infowars.com. We've got our writers going through it. Send us your tips, send us your documents, send us your own manuals. Because we may have the federal manuals. It's good to see a San Antonio manual, saying what the default is and showing it's not happening. But my gut tells me Ebola is spreading right now in the United States. And they'll probably give Obama a peace prize or something for it. All right, God bless you all. Great job with the crew. Back live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central, God willing. All right, God bless.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans, made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139.